There is something strangely seductive about a grudge. It beckons to us in the aftermath of injury, not with fire or thunder, but with a cold and quiet promise. Hold on to me, and you won't be hurt like that again. And we believe it. We cradle it like a charm. We turn it over in our minds, replaying the wound, the insult, the betrayal. We polish the memory until it shines with the unbearable clarity of injustice. And in doing so, we confuse the act of remembering with the act of guarding ourselves. We think if we remember well enough, if we stay angry long enough, we'll be safe. But we won't. Grudges do not protect us. They possess us. And though we are attracted to them, though they offer the illusion of power, clarity, even dignity, they are not meant to be held. Not by human hands, not for long. The attraction is easy to understand. A grudge offers simple architecture. In a world of ambiguity, it gives us a villain. It allows us to say that person, that moment, that was wrong and I was right, and nothing else needs to be said. We are tempted by that clarity. It feels like justice. It feels like truth. But it isn't truth, it's a freeze frame, a still image of something that once hurt and now defines. To hold a grudge is to stop time, to lock a part of yourself in a room built from anger and visit it daily as if it were a shrine. Except it's not a shrine, it's a trap. Because we cannot freeze the past without freezing a part of ourselves alongside it. There is also the issue of self-worth. When we are wounded, we instinctively want to restore our dignity, and the grudge steps in like a lawyer arguing our case day after day. You didn't deserve that. You were better than that. They should have known. They should have paid. And maybe all that is true. But a truth that poisons the well of your heart is not a truth worth clinging to. It is a strange trick of the soul that we believe the grudge honors our pain. In reality, it anchors us to the pain. It makes sure we never get too far from it. And eventually, the pain is all that's left. Not the event, not the person, just the pain, repeated like a hymn. The longer we hold it, the more we become like the wound itself, sharp, closed, incapable of softness. This is not to say we should forget. Forgetting is not healing. Forgetting is a kind of burial, and buried things tend to rise with worse timing. No, healing is remembering differently. Healing is letting the memory be part of your story, not the whole story. And that means choosing not to grip it so tightly. Grudges belong to that class of human temptations that offer strength but deliver weakness, like pride, like vengeance, like silence where a hard conversation is needed. They promise us power, but what they really offer is permanence. And human beings are not meant for permanence. We are meant to move, to grow, to grieve and change and open and try again. Even when it hurts. Especially when it hurts. And here's the final irony. We think a grudge protects us from being hurt again, but it actually prepares us to be hurt again. Not by others, by ourselves. Because when you carry a grudge, you become brittle, suspicious, unavailable to joy. You begin to see the worst first, and you call that wisdom. But it's not wisdom. It's weariness disguised as discernment. And in that state, what you fear most, that someone will hurt you again, is almost guaranteed to happen. Not because the world is cruel, but because you've already built your house from bitterness, and every friend who knocks will sound like a threat. So yes, we are attracted to grudges. Of course we are. They are tidy, righteous, satisfying. But they are not for holding, not for a soul that wants to breathe. Let them pass, let them visit if they must, but do not offer them lodging. Leave your hands open. You are strong enough now to live without the weight.